We just got back last night from Western Carolina, a quick trip up to the mountains again, then back from 26 to 95. For me, an 11-hour drive. My son can make it in less than 10. They're outside a little town called Leicester, or Leicester. Up there it rhymes with Chester, as in, wait a minute, Chester, I'm a peaceful man. Anyway, the family has a piece of land where I can go into the woods and pretend to be Thoreau. And if I can, discover or rediscover my glorious pre existing condition. Free agency, by definition, is life without hindrance or restraints, allowing me to see just what the picture paints. Walking in the woods behind the dog, above the cabin, up in the mountain path, winding through the oak and hickory and the sourwood trees, doing just what I want, thinking what I please, going my own way, independent and free from what the neighbors say. No roles or types cast in my direction. Oh, I'm hoping I like the guy that I see now in the shallow creek's reflection. Squinting upward through the branches at the pale blue sky, the chance to reflect strips me clean of any alibi. Free agency, I suspect, is a beginning and not an end, a cause and not effect. Freedom is more than that, my friend. I would have stayed longer in my beloved Appalachians, but that's all the time we had to spend. Soon, no doubt, I'll be headed up again, headed up or headed out offshore. How does it feel, asked Dylan, to be on my own, just free willing, to be left alone? Pretty damn good, actually. But if this was about freedom, I had to come back. Like HDT, my trip was no retreat, and the all-important act, the necessary feat, was the fact that I returned from isolation, bringing with me some truth about emancipation. To be really free, I had to shake off self-possession and reconcile my habitation. Now, a part of me would just as soon be out of tune with the rest of the world, but that's all right. That's okay. But in living as a hermit, you just might find that the solitary life makes choices for you. Once upon returning to a place shared knowingly with other folk, within sight of someone else's chimney smoke, I must willfully concede limits to my independence, as did my ancestors. So it goes with me and my descendants. As a member of the human race, I must decide to act in such a way relevant to anyone with whom I share a space. My right to blast the Allman Brothers ends where the rights and precious ears of others. But come on, everybody loves the Allmans. Look around. Can anyone say in good health, good faith, turn it down? But there's somebody out there you know who never heard of Eat a Peach. And this American thing is all about the rights of each, not just some of us or most of us, but all of us. Never mind this writer and the folly of his sins. Holmes, the justice, not the fighter, said your right to swing your fist ends where my old nose begins. If we can't see with our own eyes, if we don't recognize the true meaning of the flag we fly, what freedom really is, we just might let it slip on by. Slip on by. Here back at home, I'm sure, had I not taken steps to rein it in, I may well have lost her. Beware. License is liberty's impostor. A free life, for better or for worse, oftentimes requires putting others first. But how? Long I stood on that old mountain, believing reciprocity is all we needed. You know, treat folks the way you wish to be so treated. And the one I hold most dear of all the Lincoln lessons that I save is how he taught me that I cannot be a master if I will not be a slave. But isn't the giving of yourself the purest meaning of love? And so then it is the drive, the push, the shove toward freedom? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's not so complicated. We do it for our loved ones each and every day. We take it as easy as the opening of a door, for it is the great liberating act of loving more. And what is love? I think I know. Surely it's an overflow of passion and emotion, an electric touch. But it's not just a falling of head over heels. Love is a commitment to causes, a dedication to ideals. Inside us flows this natural spring, fed by the giving of oneself to someone or to a certain thing. Love, said Auden, is about paying attention. How about that? It's the nurturing of friendships and kinships and the modesty of intention. Great sacrifice and the satisfaction that comes with that which we give up fills and spills our blessing cup. And it all comes down to this. Now, every once in a while, we need to go back to the woods, so to speak, and remember what it's all about. Soon enough, no doubt, I'll be headed up or headed out. Maybe I'll just take a walk along the beach and spend a sliver of time. That's Stella. All right, girl. Now, every once in a while, we need to go back to the woods, so to speak, and remember what it's about. Soon enough, no doubt, I'll be headed up or headed out. Maybe I'll just take a walk along the beach and spend a sliver of time beyond the social reach. Listen to my inner voice and get all reacquainted with my free will and choice and what it had to teach. Even fleeting moments without hindrance or restraints can allow me to see just what the picture paints. Beyond self-reliance and beyond free agency lies liberty. And it seems to me that there in love's pursuit and nowhere else we are set free. And it seems to me that there in love's pursuit and nowhere else we are set free. Fair winds.